All right, it's Ron Goodall from FightHype.com. I'm here with Brandun Lee, coming off a tremendous stoppage over Dakota Linger Saturday. Um, I, I guess first and foremost, I wanted to just talk with you about the fight firsthand and overall. What was your opinion about your performance?
The first round, it's like there's just something off about me. I don't know what it was. His awkward style kind of threw me off. The first like 5 seconds, I took a good right hand, good like right hook to the base, and I'm not used to getting hit, so I got hit solid for my first time. And I saw someone comment on my Instagram telling me, "Oh, you got hurt, bro. You got hurt." I was like, "Come on." I didn't get hurt, but yeah, I did get hit. And this is boxing. You're gonna get hit. I mean, you can't go out in the rain and expect not to get wet. So, but I also learned in my fight that I was able to adapt. You could easily tell the first 30 seconds I was off, and then the first minute I started getting better. First minute and a half was getting better. 2 minutes getting even better, and every round was getting better and better. And I was hurting him even more and more as the rounds went on.
Watching the fight and watching the adjustments that you made, I think that even the ref felt that you were making the consistent adjustments and landing the clean and clear shots. I know that
Yeah.
there was, in my opinion, I thought that the fight was going in the direction that it was heading. But I guess some people wanted to see the fighter go out on his shields. Were you in agreement of the referee, or did you wanted to actually what maybe some of the fans wanted to see was that consistent TKO KO stoppage that you're accustomed having?
Yeah, people, man, some people are ruthless. They want to see somebody die or something. Um, they want to see people hurt. But um, I mean, to me personally, I can't speak for the ref because he's a referee. That's his
Mhm.
job. That's why he's a ref. That's why he's in charge. That's why I'm a fighter. That's why I'm a boxer. I do the boxing. He does the refing. The kid, the dude I fought was hurt. He was hurt. His eye was getting swollen, so it was just a matter of time till I cut him. So the one thing that the ref knows that all the fans don't know is how hard I was hitting him because he could hear the shots up close. And when you hear leather hitting someone, it's like straight base, boom, boom. So I think he's just looking out for my opponent, so he doesn't end up in the hospital like my last opponent. Unfortunately, he had to go to the hospital after the fight, but everything checked out to be all right. So that's great for him. But I don't think my referee wanted that to happen to this opponent. So
Mhm.
the main priority is keeping us safe. So I think he was just doing his job.
Which I agree 100%. Watching the trajectory of where the fight was going, I was surprised that he was able to withstand some of those shots. But you can see that the
Yeah.
the direction of where the fight was going. Um,
Yeah, I was telling my mom, I was like, damn, I was just playing around with her, but I was like, damn, I wonder if this guy had surgery or something and got metal in his head. But see, he was just eating them shots.
and I think that it doesn't take away from any of the consistent power that you've shown in the fights. I think 2021, when you get the next fights, you know, fans are always going to look at one thing and then forget about the other. So if you're able to,
Yeah.
stop the next top guys, champions, or fight for the belts, you do that. They're just gonna look back at Linger and just probably just say that the guy maybe did have metal in his head. but
Yeah, yeah,
more
he did.
but more importantly, just kind of going forward into the New Year's and after the Christmas time, we're looking towards top contenders, eliminators, mandatory slots, and of course, world champions, right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm number 15 on by the NABF. I'm like number 20 something on the 140 list in the world. So it's time to step up the competition, and I'm looking for a world title in 2021.
Now, seeing how like the whole 140 division kind of plays out, is your idea to get maybe a crack at the undisputed, with the Ramirez Taylor, or seeing that they might want to jump up, you know, and that might be the option?
I think I'm looking. My first world title, I'm looking to go for the IBO world title.
Hmm.
The reason why I want to go for the world title is because all the greats have had that title. Roy Jones, James Toney, Evander Holyfield, Hopkins, and the list goes on. So
Hmm.
I feel like that belt is part of history, but it's kind of been forgotten. So once I get that belt, I would like to unify it with someone. And I don't want to say who yet, but I would like to unify that belt.
Okay. So you already have a future dream fight matchup, potential.
Yeah,
Just fans have to wait out a little bit and see where that
yeah,
goes.
definitely.
And then talking about IVO, that same night, the same card, your good friend Jaron Ennis was on, like, from what I saw, was looking to destroy Chris Van Heerden, maybe faster than some of the bookies predicted, and destroy a lot of
Yeah,
parlays. Seeing that it looked like it was going to be a round or two from that rate.
yeah.
Unfortunately, it stopped with the headbutt. What was your overall thoughts though on Jaron Ennis' performance and seeing that
Man,
whole
he
scenario?
came out like someone lit his ass on fire. He came out hot. He came out freaking like thunder. Um, Errol Spence, I believe he went with 9 rounds with that guy, right?
Yeah, past six for sure.
Shit, yeah. So Boots was about to stop him within 2 rounds. So that just says a lot. Um, unfortunately, the headbutt messed everything up. But everything happens for a reason. There's a reason why that happened. I don't know why, but there's a reason. Everything happens for a reason.
Seeing the fact that that was the IBO shot, Chris Van Heerden, the Mayweather, or the importance of the zero, it didn't affect the zero, but it adds the draw. Do you think like this one round performance have maybe added more reasons why maybe not to fight your friend Jaron in that sense? Since he
Um,
doesn't even have the IBO, it's kind of like he put more fear, but didn't get the reward for the belt
yeah.
now.
I think a lot of people saw his performance and then they saw his speed, his power. Most guys, they have to warm up. They have to get at least like 3 rounds in for the speed and power to start coming out. But Boots came out with the speed and power real fast, like the first like 5 seconds of the bell. So I know the 147s have him on watch.
Hmm. They have to know who he is, especially after
Yeah,
a performance like that. And a lot of times people may look at you like, "Are you Asian?" Or "I heard he's Mexican." Well, you're definitely both.
yeah.
And there was a huge performance Saturday by a Mexican fighter, Canelo, over Callum Smith.
Mm.
We talked about it. Definitely got your um, breaking down that Canelo was going to win. What was your overall thoughts on Canelo's performance Saturday against Callum?
Like I wanna ask these guys, like, are you even trying? They're not throwing punches. I don't know. Like I'm sure Canelo hits hella hard. But
Well, they were
I mean,
saying
he
that,
has
that
like
his left bicep. I don't know if you've seen the
was torn.
pictures,
I saw that.
and that was part of the
Yeah, I did see
game
it, but
plan.
it's like fat right here, right on his
Yeah,
bicep.
yeah.
It's
And
like
they
a
said
sort of,
it was like possibly targeted so that he couldn't punch and throw his lead left hand in a sense.
oh, that makes sense why he wasn't popping out with the jab then. Because I was like, how you gonna have a shorter guy walk you down? Uh, to me, Canelo's walking through these guys, making it look like a piece of cake. Defense is freaking 11 out of 10. I mean, how do you throw an uppercut and he goes like that? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Um, speed, power, Canelo has it all. Definitely on my pound for pound list. Um, Canelo's Canelo.
And you said you have him on your pound for pound. Do you have him anywhere specific? A lot of people rated him number one, or
Me personally, I have Crawford for my number one. Um, I think Canelo would definitely be in the top three.
Now, is that based
Yeah.
by skill-wise? Like, because some people may argue Canelo's resume in a sense of
Mm.
the longevity, um, or I guess the sense of just understanding why the Bud over the Canelo. Because I know some people are gonna be like, well, look at Canelo's resume. It's loaded. Especially when.
Yeah. That I'm looking at it as overall the way they think, the way they fight, the way they act, and overall you can tell Crawford is very competitive, and in this sport you have to be extremely competitive, and you have to Crawford has that mentality like he's a god when he fights, that nobody can beat him, and you have to have that mentality. I'm sure Canelo has that, but you don't see it as much. I see it when Crawford fought Benavidez, and Benavidez was making it competitive, and then you just see Crawford like leveling up to the next level, leveling up to the next level, leveling up to the next level, and then just eventually knocked him out. Same thing went with Kell Brook. It was competitive until he kept leveling up, leveling up. So I think that's why I have Crawford on my preference round.
The
Also,
consistent adjustments.
also because he could turn lefty and righty.
Okay. Okay. And just seeing how that fight with Canelo played out, do you have a future opponent in mind that you wanted to see Canelo to face? Charlo, Plants, Benavidez.
Yeah. Um, a fight I would like to see is with Benavidez.
Okay.
Because Canelo has really good defense, and Caleb Plant, I'm a huge fan of him. Good counter puncher, good boxer, good slick boxer. Charlos, of course, I'm a fan of them. They always come to fight. But Benavidez does something that they don't. Is Benavidez throws like 10 punches at one time. So I think for Canelo, that would be a problem for him.
Would a win over Benavidez put him in a pound for pound position, or just can't beat Bud?
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, because Benavidez, I mean, he does have a good resume.
I guess the thing it comes down to if Bud gets the Spence fight, I guess, because I think that's where a lot of people really want to take his skill set. They know he's good, but maybe really apply it to.
The thing is, I don't know like who's out there at 175 besides Benavidez, Bivol, Gabrizo, Ramirez, but like who's really out there? That's because I think like 130. That's a hot division. 135, 40, 47, 54, and then 60, and then it like stops right there.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's not that much hot competition out there.
Yeah,
That
I
I
know.
know of.
I know Charlo mentioned on Instagram that he said he'll go up to 168. There's Billy Joe Sanders. I guess some people want to see him, maybe Demetrius Andrade, Boo Boo.
Yeah.
But I guess
Yeah.
it's just a matter of seeing what direction he goes.
Yeah.
And I guess coming up in January, on someone who's fought really close with Canelo and someone that you faced in the amateurs a very long time ago,
Yeah.
is coming up facing what many people think is his toughest test against a UK fighter, gold medalist, Ryan Garcia versus Luke Campbell. Overall, what do you think about that fight? Do you have like a prediction and who wins?
Um. Honestly, if I had a bet, I'm betting on Ryan, just because Ryan has that left hook, and Luke Campbell is a southpaw. He has to come in because Ryan's gonna fight on his back leg, so he's gonna fight tall on his back legs. Luke Campbell is gonna have to come in and throw. He might throw left to the body or something, and then Ryan don't miss with that left hook. So if I had to bet, I'm going with Ryan. But if it goes past 5 rounds, I think it'd be pretty interesting.
I know that a lot of times people may look at Ryan and say he's just an Instagram sensation. Over time, we're trying to, I guess a lot of boxing fans are trying to assess where he belongs.
Mm-hmm.
Based off what you see, is Ryan better than what some of the critics and fans just perceive him as just this marketing boxing guy? before the Luke Campbell fight?
I don't know about that, but what I do know is that he did improve ever since he went to Canelo's trainer, Eddie Reynoso, and
Hmm.
I'll leave it at that. He did improve. I'm not seeing him grab as much, um, but that's what I would like to see after 5 rounds how he reacts.
Okay, okay. And then, of course, the 135 division, is going to slowly step into your division.
Yeah.
You obviously keep an eye on the Ryans, the Teofimo saying that he wants to go up to 140. So you're
Mhm.
definitely going to look at those as potential future fights as well.
Yeah, definitely. 135, 35, because I'm looking to stay at 140 for a long time. So yeah, I'm looking at all of the 135 pounders.
Okay. And of course, before I let you go and wrap this up, what do you have planned for Christmas? Do you got any, you know, goodies, any stuff that you're doing?
Um, nothing crazy. Just going over to my girlfriend's family's house and celebrate with them. I may go up north to go visit my brother, and that's about it.
Are you gonna try to keep that weight down, or you're gonna blow up to like a middleweight over the
Nah,
holidays?
hell no. Nah, I'm a professional. I'm an athlete. So being the professional I am, we gotta be on shape all year round.
Okay, awesome.
I'm back in the gym on Thursday.
Oh, already? Just like right
Yeah,
Christmas time. When is Christmas? Is Christmas on a Thursday?
on Friday. It's on
Okay.
Friday.
So you're in
Yeah.
the gym Christmas Eve. It's just another day, right?
Another day, another dollar. Yep.
Now, before obviously I end this, just last minute words to your fans, social media where they can follow you at, and anything from there.
Once again, thanks to all my supporters, the Asian community. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to the youth for supporting me. And every time you guys DM me, telling me that I'm your motivation, and then that you guys look up to me, I appreciate that. So thank you. You guys can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Brandun_Lee. That's BRANDUN_LEE. And shoot me a follow. Shoot me a DM too. That's it.
Awesome.